Yesh, you are the digital solutions guru for Mphasis. Could you explain a little about what you do?
So we bring solutions that bring the whole design experience, data, and architecture together, which is where I think a lot of today's experiences are all about, really, and that's what we do.
Could you put some meat on the bone? So when you talk about design, for example, what is it exactly you're talking about?
We're talking about how do you reconfigure the whole engagement process such that the way customers experience across multiple channels all come together. But if you think about it, the sizzle, while a lot of it exists in the front, really a lot of the interesting parts are in the middle and the back.
Yeah.
And it's that part that we bring together which makes the sizzle happen in the front. So if you will think about the front to back is enabled by a lot of the middle and the back and the intelligence that drives the experience. And that whole intelligence creation is all about data and architecture. And my entire team focuses on that, which then helps the design experience come alive.
Absolutely. I mean, we've had it, haven't we? Even on a consumer level, like really beautiful interfaces that just don't actually get the job done. So what sort of challenges do you face in terms of the architectural decisions you need to make? What is it platforms not talking to each other? Is it sets of data that are incompatible with other sets?
Yeah, that definitely is very much the issue. There's also an issue of a lot of time being spent on looking at things the old way. For example, if you look at data for itself, 70 to 80% of the value comes from data today and forward looking. But if you look at projects, 80% of them are looking backwards and trying to mine that data. And so you really have to know how to, and where to focus the lens. Perhaps the last 3 months is a lot more important than the last 3 years, depending on the industry. And putting the lens the right way so the data gets used the right way in offering the next best offer to the customer that's where the art lies.
We've seen a lot of really interesting demos here today, but could you point to one that you've been involved with that you think is particularly important?
I think the one I've been involved is actually less quote-unquote sexy, which is the contact center transformation.
Yeah.
Where I see that there is still a plethora of disparate experiences between contact center and people coming over the web. And yes, you have the very nice first interface, whether it's your phone or whether it's your voice with the robot, but then it soon falls apart because the distinctions that you ask are fine enough that the data behind is not able to keep up, or with the nuance. So how do you marry so that the middle and the back come alive, so you don't serve a lipstick on a pig, but you really are giving true experiences which are getting closer to the nuances that we humans expect, and with the variations that we expect from another human interchange. We're not all there yet, but bringing these experiences together, which today are disparate, so that if you came on the web and then you pick up the phone or you went in person and they're starting all over again, which frustrates you. You don't want that. You want every experience to build on itself.
Yeah.
But then it has to add value in its best way, because you want to be engaged in a different way on phone than on the chat or on the web.
Yeah.
So the uniqueness and the personalization is not just about you, but how that channel talks to you in the way that makes sense to you. We're all not there yet, but I think it's getting there. And the getting there is all about the middle and the back.
Brilliant. Brilliant. Yesh, thank you very much.
Appreciate it.